and find a crown's king. I'm unsure whether you would actually be able to find someone or one anywhere, or if you were kind of forced to go around looking for gold nuggets to have him assemble a crown for you. But, well, I guess I will at least not find out this time, because I chose for him to assemble one for me. Afternoon, mouse. Did you have a question? No. How's the crown going? Here. The smithy takes off his hat to reveal a finely crafted golden crown just about your size. See what you think of that. It's beautiful. It's alright, isn't it? You'll have to show me the whole costume when you're done. You'd really be interested? Why not? Not every day you get to see a Mouse King. Anything else I can help you with? Thank you. No. Let's go ahead and have a quick change then, and see what he thinks about his handiwork. And coincidentally, that cleared that quest. So let's... King's Stockings, King's Pantaloons, King's Beaded Tunic, and the crown. Right, I think this one? Yep. Hail the noble king of old. Hail King Tilo, aka King Zen, whichever one you prefer. It's a me. Well, don't you look fine? If the mice are ever in need of a king, they could do worse than ask you. Thank you. Let's just go. And let's first of all switch back to my clothes. Was there anything else I wanted to do right now? Right, Lost Squad, where in the heck is the last freaking guard at? Search the catacombs for the missing... Pencils of the Guild Warrior. Could it be that once I find all the urns, I will have found the last member of the Lost Squad as well? Maybe. Or perhaps I need to do the Magpie and the King before I can do any of these two. Well, yeah, since I have literally no clue about these last two and I have ransacked the entire catacombs again and again and again and again, I'm gonna make a guess and say that I need to advance the story a little bit further before I can find those things. Yeah, so let's go there once again. This way. And since I now have my full clothing, I should hopefully be able to talk to that crow. Or magpie, not crow. And trigger some conversation. Hopefully. I gotta say, it is fun to see particle physics reacting in the elevator. I think this is relatively quickly. Though by going the other way, I don't have to jump over. You know what? For that, let's switch to the kingly garb. Hail the noble king of old. And... yeah, goodness gracious, it is very, very, very nice to be able to actually sprint again. There's something I keep forgetting to use as well, the red mist. Keep forgetting to use that. But well, it isn't triggering anything. So nothing here. Great Hall. Should be able to get back up without much trouble. Just go back up all the way and then finally talk to the magpie. Mr. Magpie, I have come to visit. Who is this that approaches in the dark? Bow your head, Magpie. You are in the presence of royalty. A king? Your Majesty, this is an honor. I am Ravik, descendant of Migar and daughter of Elgim. In Magpie mythology... Oh, Miglar, not Migar, my bad. Either way, in Magpie mythology, Miglar is the great winged creator. It is said that she conjured into existence the heavens and the skies, and all the creatures who dwell there, simply by speaking their names. Miglar needed only say the word, and her word became the truth. It is unsurprising, then, that magpies so greatly value the spoken word, or that they hold lies in such contempt. Should I go for Sukunor? I'll go for Nor, why not? Maybe I shouldn't have gone for that one after all. King Nor, the ruthless, whose armies almost brought the five Ratlands to their knees. King Nor the querulous, quick to anger and known never to forgive. King Nor the rancorous, who visits swift vengeance upon all who displease him. King Nor the crepuscular, whose victims' cries haunt the dusk and the dawn. The very same, and I am in need of your counsel. And I am honor-bound to give it, your highness. But first, would you kindly remove the shade from this dying light and illuminate the hall? Dying lights. Dying lights are blue flames that burn cold and without the need for fuel. They cannot be extinguished by traditional means. The precise alchemical process that gave birth to them has long been forgotten, but they are still used to this day aboard Valia's wealthier ships, their steadfast flame impervious to fog and spray. They are traditionally associated to death, since most known instances have been sourced from tombs and catacombs. Sailors say that on a calm night, the blue lights can still be seen shining up from the depths of Lake Valia, like the ghosts of the wrecks that carried them there. Illuminate the hall? For what reason? For what reason? So I might better see your majesty. The dying light, forgive me, wise magpie, I don't understand. The cauldron, here above me, your majesty. I just feel like I should give this option because, well, royalty, and in the olden times royalty often wasn't questioned, from my knowledge at the very least. Give me the answers I seek, and I will help you in return. Forgive me, your majesty, but it's so dark, and I can scarcely see my codex feathers. Codex feathers? All birds have many different kinds of feathers, each serving a specific purpose. Plumage feathers for flight, down for warmth, bristles for protection, and so on. Magpies alone possess a set of codex feathers, concealed beneath their wings. These feathers are preened in such a way as to function as a mnemonic system, enabling the retention and recall of great volumes of information. Each magpie must take great care to maintain the codex, for it contains the knowledge of their forebears, and the history of all things. Who am I to refuse the magpie's request? Sire, you are gracious indeed. And now I can finally move upwards. So what was the quest again? I kind of blacked out. Uncover the dying light. So I'm guessing you want me to light that up. Oh shit. Ignore that. That meant to happen. Don't question your king. Alright, so how exactly would I do this? I guess I can, yeah, figure as much. Oh, such splendor. Am I not as good as my word, wise magpie? Oh, indeed, sire. How fortunate am I to gaze at last upon your majesty. Tell me, are those diamonds or sapphires in your crown? A little bit of both. And those buttons on your tunic, are they silver or white gold? White gold, of course. I can scarcely imagine such wonders. Strange though, I'd heard your majesty lost his tail at the Battle of Zenzyde. The famed Battle of Zenzyde remains one of the messiest, most complex, least understood military encounters in recent history, even though it technically involved only two armies in a single engagement. It began as a formal signing of a peace treaty between the Ferrets of Saltar and the Shrew Knights of the Threave. Some say the admirably restrained knights lost their temper when the Saltarian emissary was stricken with an uncontrollable fit of laughter, as the Threave elder was seized by a salvo of sneezes, caused by the fine-grained sand for which Lie is renowned. Alas, the truth might never be known, as in a rare breach of guild etiquette, the minstrels on both sides dropped their instruments to join the fray, leading to wildly diverging accounts of the battle. What chaos. Oh, hey, this is a false tale. It certainly sounds like one. Now, mouse, tell me your true name. I'd like to know who it is I'm eating. I should have expected you would be more intelligent. Let's just see how far I can take this. What? You dare challenge a king? And what king is that? The king of lies? The king of fools? You gave me your word. I pretended to give my word to pretend king. Forgive me, I need your help. And so you thought it wise and try and deceive a magpie? Following the war of the green flame, noble minds were stripped. Oh, right. And so it is that no magpie has spoken to a mouse in generations. Right. You're either a fool or a thief. Perhaps I am a fool. There's no perhaps about it. But you are no coward. I'm a minstrel. A minstrel? Why didn't you say so? A minstrel is far greater than any king. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, right. I keep thinking about minstrels and singers when they are more so like... The songs aren't for entertainment, it's for carrying knowledge primarily. In a more entertaining way. Of course that would be more higher than a king for a magpie. Sing something. A song I've not heard before. Something of historical value. And perhaps I'll let you live. historical value. You are bound to have heard the Ballad of the Coward. The Orphan Prince would probably be something. Let's do that one. Play all. Huh. And over through the mountains he came, searching for answers to questions unknown. The city calling his forgotten name. The orphan prince is at last coming home. His whom I saw he would come to no harm. Slipped into his pocket her lotka of stone, and by the gleam of his true other's charm, the orphan prince is at last coming home. While its crest on the lake are breaking, even ghost and silvery ring. Before him his soul walls are shaking, son of mice and heir to the Red King.